Hi, Cal from BHP UK, and on the dyno today we've got something a little bit different. It's the R1250 RT. It is principally the same engine and ECU architecture as the GS1250. Some slight differences in the way that it's set up in the ECU. We're going to run it up on the dyno, see exactly what BMW have done to it, and then we'll optimise the fueling to make it run right. So the BMW R1250 RT, obviously this is an engine and an ECU setup that we are very familiar with. Like we said before, there are some subtle changes in the way that the 1250 is set up between the RT and the GS, but principally it's the same architecture and it's the same engine hardware. At wide open throttle we went from 127 brake horsepower to 134. The fueling at the top end is pretty good at the factory. We just removed a few little restrictions that BMW have put in there, and we've optimized just a few little bits and bats just to give you that little bit of extra power. The real gains, like all the BMWs and most Euro 5 bikes, is at partial throttle, particularly low down at the bottom end. This bike at 25% really is a little bit chuggy, and the bike just makes a little bit of power up to about 4,500 RPM, and then the power just trails off and the bike doesn't actually rev past 5,500 RPM. After the remap, we removed some of the restrictions that BMW have put in, and we optimize the fueling. You can see the difference in the fueling on the blue line, which is the standard file, and the red line, which is our modified file. The bike carries on revving out now and will rev within 30 seconds to about 7,500 RPM. The lean issues are still evident even at 50% throttle openings. We really have had to add quite a lot of fuel here to get it to where we wanted. Obviously the issues were compounded a little bit because this bike was running a D-cat. That does make things a little bit worse generally speaking, but it is something that we can optimize in the map. This bike, like all the other BMWs, is available on our ECU Flasher. This is a device that lets you read the file on your bike, send that file to us, and one of our map writers will modify it for you. Please do hit the subscribe button, it really does help us out, and if you hit the bell icon, it'll keep you notified of any new videos that we publish on the channel.